Hi, my dear friends. I hope you are well and keep in good cheer. The topic of our lesson is our teachers. Let's start. You have some nouns: a headmaster, an IT teacher, a chemistry teacher, a history teacher, a biology teacher, a Ukrainian literature teacher. You should say what these nouns mean. They can mean that he or she helps us get information about writers, get knowledge about modern devices, find different facts about the nature, memorize historical events and dates, solve school problems, get to know the laws of interaction between different elements. I know you are good pupils, so the right answers are: a headmaster helps us solve school problems. An IT teacher helps us get knowledge about modern devices. A chemistry teacher helps us get to know the laws of interaction between different elements. A history teacher helps us memorize historical events and dates. A biology teacher helps us find different facts about the nature. A Ukrainian literature teacher helps us get information about writers. Now read the information and say what you agree or don't agree with. A good IT teacher has to be good at maths. To be young, mustn't be patient. A good headmaster has to be good at organizing things, doesn't have to be hardworking. A good librarian has to love books, doesn't have to have computer skills. A good psychologist has to be good at talking to people, doesn't have to be a good listener. Helping tips. If you agree, say, I'm sure that, I agree that, exactly, certainly. If you don't agree, say, I don't agree that, absolutely not, I don't think, that's silly to say that. You may give such answers. I agree that a good IT teacher has to be good at maths, and that's silly that a good IT teacher has to be young and mustn't be patient. Exactly, a good headmaster has to be good at organizing things. I don't agree that he mustn't be hardworking. Certainly, a good librarian has to love books. Absolutely not that a good librarian doesn't have to have computer skills. I'm sure a good psychologist has to be good at talking to people. I don't think that a good psychologist has to be a good listener. Now, open your books on page 81, exercise 3A. Read the text and try to understand it. Now look through the text again and match and copy the pairs in your notebook. The left column. interactive, front, broken, good, telephone, reading. The right column: chairs, whiteboards, calls, gate, list, marks. Let's check your answers. Interactive whiteboards, front gate, broken chairs, good marks, telephone calls, reading list. Well done. Look through the text again and choose the correct answer, then check in the text. The first, she helps us out, means A. She opens the door. B. She helps us when something isn't easy. The second, they are into computers, means A. They like computers. B. They break computers to see what's inside. The third, skipping classes, means A. Jumping in the classroom. B. Not coming to school without a good reason. The fourth, a good read, means A. A person who reads fast. B. A book that is interesting. The fifth, anti-bullying strategies mean A. Ways of bullying. B. Ways to stop bullying. The sixth, school outings means A. Outside walls. B. Day trips. The seventh, we are a good team means A. We play football together. B. We work well together. Now the right answers. The first, she helps us out, means she helps us when something isn't easy for us. Це означає, що вона нам допомагає, коли для нас щось важко зробити. The second, they are into computers, means they like computers. Це означає, що вони полюбляють комп'ютери. The third, skipping classes means not to come to school without a good reason. Це позначає не приходити до школи без поважної причини. The fourth, a good read means a book that is interesting. Це означає цікава книжка. The fifth, anti-bullying strategies means the ways to stop bullying. Це означає засоби зупинити булінг. The sixth, school outings means day trips. Це означає подорожі на протязі одного дня. The seventh, we are a good team means we work together. Це означає, що ми працюємо разом. Now you'll read the phrases which one of the teachers from the text has said. Who do you think says these sentences, and how you know these? Mr. Goldrin, Mr. Jenkins, Miss Haviland, Mrs. James, and Mr. Rogers. The right answers. I get very upset when children break things on purpose. These are the words of Mr. Jenkins. What I like is that both students and teachers are interested in new technology. These are the words of Mrs. James. They borrow only books that are on their reading list. These are the words of Miss Haviland. The school council consists of pupils from each year group, teachers and parents. These are the words of Mr. Rogers. Some children have problems at home and some have problems in class. These are the words of Mr. Goldring. That's all for today's lesson. I hope that during this lesson you've improved your language skills, practicing reading, writing, and have enriched your vocabulary. I recommend you to make up a story about people who work at school and share your ideas with your classmates. Best wishes and good luck!